Welcome back to a Senior Moment presented by Big O Tires. I'm with Daylene Ure of Your Personal Chef, and we're going to cook up something wonderful today, aren't we, Daylene?
We are.
But we just want to talk a little bit about, because some people may have not seen you before. You've been on the show a few times. But tell us a little bit about what you do.
Okay, well, I have a personal chef company, and basically I go into people's homes and cook for them if they're too busy to cook or don't like to cook or don't want to cook.
Sure.
Don't know
Personal
where the refrigerator is.
Yeah.
So I do all of the shopping, meal planning, preparation, packaging, and all the packaging comes with directions on what to do with it, and everything is already cooked. So it's just a matter of thawing it out, putting it in the oven and reheating it, and then I also do all the cleanup.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then another thing that I do is private dinner parties. So if you and your organization wanted to have a private party and you don't want to be stuck in the kitchen, well then I would also do all the shopping and
so you can just entertain and enjoy your guests, and you take care of all the details.
And I do the serving and the cleanup and everything.
Oh, that's great. Okay, well, we'll talk a little bit more about that later, but you have some delicious food we're preparing today. This is something, this program is designed for seniors.
Right.
So this is a meal that is easy to prepare, and almost anyone can do it, right?
Right, exactly.
So tell us what we've got
here.
Okay,
and what it is it's a shrimp, vegetable, fettuccine Alfredo. Okay, and so it probably would take maybe 15-20 minutes to prepare. It's I started calling it a one-pot meal, but then I looked around and I've got like several pots going here. So it's more like a one-dish meal.
Right.
It will just all be served on one dish, but you've got your grains and your vegetables, your protein.
It looks good, and it looks good for you.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
So if we wanted to go ahead and start.
Yeah. Can I help? What do you like me to help with?
How about if you do the sauce?
Okay.
Let's go ahead and turn this front burner on here.
I'll let you take care of those details.
We're going to turn it on a little bit low, and what I have in here already is a half a cup of butter and 2 tablespoons of cream cheese.
Okay.
And a lot of Alfredo sauces, you're not going to find the cream cheese, but what it does is it acts as a thickening agent. So you don't have to mess around with the cornstarch and the flour and the water and get lumps and all of that.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's already in the pan,
ready to go.
And this is just a can of evaporated milk.
Evaporated milk.
And actually, I didn't undo that all the way, so you can just sort of tip
I'm pouring it all in, right?
Right. You're going to pour all that in.
Excellent.
And then just kind of whisk it around.
Oh, whisking.
Whisking, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
technical term for
yes,
stirring.
Exactly. And then when you're ready, there's a teaspoon of garlic salt.
Garlic salt, all of it, just pour it in?
Yep, just dump it in there.
Okay, while I'm whisking.
And while you're whisking, we'll let that heat up a minute before we put the Parmesan cheese in. I'll just set that up there right now. But that's 2/3 cup of Parmesan cheese. And then while you're doing that...
Is that going to go in here?
It's going to go in there as soon as that heats up a bit.
Okay.
Okay. And while you're doing that, I'm going to heat up this pan and just start sauteing our vegetables.
Oh, great.
And you can use any kind of vegetables in this dish. I just happen today to have onions.
That's olive oil?
This is olive oil,
okay.
Right? I have onions, green peppers, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, and beans.
Okay.
And from this, we've got the onions, the beans, and the peppers all came from our garden already this year.
Really?
Yeah, so like I said, if you have a garden, you can just use whatever you have there. It works out really well.
You have a green thumb, too.
Well, that's actually my husband.
Oh, okay.
He's in charge of the garden. Okay, and this you have to kind of be careful because we don't want it to scorch.
Don't want it to get too hot.
So I'm just going to get these in here and get them started.
So I should turn down the heat a little bit?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Good deal.
All right, and then I'm going to keep this up to get it going. Now with the noodles, I've already pre-cooked them, and with the noodles, you want them to be cooked to like an al dente
al dente?
state. Yes.
Okay, tell us what that means.
Okay, well what that means is literally, in Italian it means to the teeth.
To the teeth.
To the teeth, but that doesn't mean that you want the noodles.
Like the way I'm in debt. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding.
You don't want it sticking to your teeth.
Right.
Okay, but it basically you want it firm in the middle. And then kind of soft on the outsides.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And
so it's a little bit chewy, a little bit.
A little bit chewy.
Okay.
So basically, it's a midpoint between raw and overcooked.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay? And if you do have this, your pasta sticking to your teeth whenever you go to a restaurant, if you cook it yourself, that just means that it's not quite done yet.
Okay.
Okay? All right, and a lot of times you might have heard that term al dente with vegetables, especially with asparagus.
I have heard
And with asparagus, again, you don't want your asparagus really mushy. You want it a little bit crisp.
Yes.
So that's what that means there.
So we're cooking up the vegetables, and this is the sauce.
This will be the sauce.
Am I going to add that now?
You're going to add that, and actually it looks like it's about ready. You can add that right now.
And this is Parmesan cheese.
It's just Parmesan cheese, and it's freshly grated. And you can use the store-bought canister kind too if you'd like. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But I kind of like this one better. Okay. And then we'll just cook that for a little while, let it kind of thicken up. And then with the shrimp that I'm going to be using, it's already pre-cooked. And if you use the raw shrimp, you'll want to saute it until it becomes a little bit pink and translucent like this.
So you can buy it frozen?
You can buy it frozen, you can buy it fresh, and I just happen to buy this pre-cooked already,
Okay.
just to make it easier for the show today.
Yeah, it looks really, really good.
Okay. And then another thing that I wanted to tell the viewers is that with the Alfredo, it was actually invented by an Italian restaurateur in the 1920s, and his name was Alfredo di Lello, I believe.
Okay.
And it was he just used a buttery cream sauce with the Parmesan cheese in it. And then the Americans are the ones that kind of tended to Americanize it, basically, which is what I'm doing today by adding like the shrimp or the chicken or whatever else you wanted to add to it.
So in the interest of time, since we're almost out of time, sadly, but what we're going to do is we're going to add the shrimp, right?
What I'm going to do right now then is we'll just take the pasta, and it's already, like I said, it's already done.
Right.
And we're just going to get it out of the
Strain
strainer.
it out of there.
Right. And I'm just going to put it in this other bowl.
Okay.
And then,
There you go.
we'll just grab it like that. And then why don't you go ahead and just pour the sauce in there.
Pour the sauce on the noodles.
On the noodles, right?
All of it?
Okay, all of it. And it should, like you said, we're kind of running out of time here. It should be a little bit thicker, but that's okay.
Okay.
We'll add the shrimp, just kind of toss it around a bit. And then when you present it as an entree, you'll just want to put, however many noodles, that's kind of a lot, but we'll just put it on there.
Good.
And we'll get some more shrimp on our plate.
And some veggies.
And some veggies. And then you have a very nice and appealing plate.
Oh, it looks. Tell us what it's called again.
Well, it's shrimp, vegetable, fettuccine Alfredo.
Okay.
Okay.
This, Daleen, has been our chef today. I'll put it up there for you.
Thank you. I didn't want to burn myself with the.
And she joins us once in a while on the show, and we thank you so much for being with us.
You're welcome.
Tell us how to get a hold of you.
You can go and either via the website, which is www.yourchef, and that's just U-R-E, and then chef.com.
And the phone number?
And the phone number is area code 435-668-3444, or we are also the only Your in the St. George phone book.
Awesome. All right.
So.
Thank you so much for being with us. We'll be back with more Senior Moment right after this.